Hey guys, Barbara here. Welcome to Bear Pantry Talk. I've got Josh with me today. Now Josh is my IT guy and I really wanted him in on this review, but the review is not going to be so much IT.
No.
It's going to be more about services and service providers. So I want to discuss Spectrum's or Time Warner's bundle versus AT&T's bundle, okay? Now let me explain what a bundle is in case you guys don't know. It's when a service provider puts together two or more services that they provide in order to give you a deal, all right?
So, internet, phone, cable, that
Right,
sort of thing.
right. So first of all, let's start at the beginning. Joshua always advises me not to put all my services with one company. Why?
Because if it goes out, everything goes out. Your TV, your internet, your phone, all of it.
And that happened to my friend Leah a while back, like 3 or 4 years ago. On Christmas Eve, she was going to take a long trip with her husband, and she was going to leave her mom at home alone. And the internet box for AT&T caught fire, and everything got knocked out: the phone, the TV, and the internet.
Like,
so
it literally caught fire with smoke
in front of our faces. We were there visiting, so we had to go check on her mom often during that holiday because she had nothing, no resources except for her cell phone. So that was a good, example of what Joshua kept telling me.
Yep.
So now let me tell you what I had in the beginning. I've always had Time Warner because they just recently changed to Spectrum. So I've always had them for my cable.
Yes.
For years and years, since 1991. Since 1991, I've had them for my cable. It was maybe 3 years ago that I was walking in Costco and the people at the DirecTV counter was like really friendly and everything, and they're like, "Come on over, let's do this, let's do this." So I signed up for DirecTV for my internet, not my internet, my cable, and I had to sign a 2-year contract. That's long gone, and I'm already into my 3rd year. I think, you know what? I may have started my 4th year right now because it renews in January. So I went with DirecTV for my cable stuff. I stayed with AT&T for my internet and my landline, my phone. So I didn't want a bundle, and I was paying a lot of money because the phone was like $65. When I had the Time Warner cable, it was like $130, I think, and that didn't have any premium channels like HBO and stuff like that, just the basic stuff. And then my internet was also with AT&T, was AT&T Uverse. And that was, at first it started off being like $50-something for whatever they were offering. Yeah. And slowly it climbed up to like $97. And it seems like every month they were hounding me for that money because I didn't have it to pay it. So when I switched to DirecTV, the fees, of course, were way less because that's what they do when you switch. They charge you like $85 a month for a year. And after that, it goes $130, $140, $150. I think it shot up to like $160. On the 2nd year, then I had to call and renegotiate because I couldn't leave because I was on a 2-year contract. And then, I think because I got it through Costco, they treat Costco members more, differently than regular members. So right away, you guys hear the dog playing with the bowl? I want to beat that dog. So I stuck with DirecTV. Let me tell you why. You want to give the reason why we stay with DirecTV, Josh? You know why, right? Because of the cell phones.
Oh, yes, that is a good deal. Basically, DirecTV, as long as you have their cable, we have unlimited internet on our phones.
Because we have AT&T phones.
Yep.
Yeah, because eventually AT&T bought over DirecTV.
Yes.
We're trying to run from that being with one company, and it seems like every company we go with, the other one gobbles up the other one.
Yep.
Right? So let's move to more recent. We don't want to go back all the way into the past. So I bundled with AT&T, and I just got over it and I bundled. So I have Uverse phone, which means when my router goes out, I don't have no phone. Can't even call 911. So we have to have our cell phones working. So far, so good. I haven't had to call 911. And when the phone's gone out because the box has to reboot or whatever, so what? Who cares if I missed that call? It was just somebody bugging me anyways, trying to sell me something, because anybody who knows me, they have my real phone, which is my cell phone. So far, so good. And I have internet with AT&T, and then I have the DirecTV, which still is under that umbrella of AT&T. And now, because it's a bundle, it's a flat rate at $130, and you just see everything in one setting. But if I have a problem where I need technical support, I call DirecTV. I don't call AT&T. Yes. For the cable. So before we bundled, we went back to Time Warner, but not for cable TV. We went back for internet.
Yes.
Because they have an amazing internet that they provide. How much were we buying?
We had
The speed?
The speed we had 100 down and 5 up.
Okay, and it did provide that, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
As long as you're physically connected, you did get that speed. But that's
So
the problem.
You have to be physically connected to the box. So the box is in Joshua's room, which is a central location in the house. Jory put a hole through the wall and hardwired his connection in his computer. And the rest of us all work off of Wi-Fi. This computer, I don't know if you can see it, this desktop, my 2 laptops, the iPads, right? iPads.
The phones.
The surveillance cameras.
Yes.
Everything's working. I have a desktop in my room. Everything's working off of Wi-Fi, and everything sucked. It just stayed there and spun.
It worked for a little. You'd be able to surf the web for a while, and you get internet for a while, and then it cut out for a while, and then it cut back in, and then cut out.
This is Time Warner or Spectrum.
I don't know why their Wi-Fi is like that. It's like that before we got them today. Remember, we tried them before, and it's done the same thing with the Wi-Fi. It cuts in and it cuts out. It's been way back when it used to do that. So we gave it back again.
So they wanted me to go buy some kind of router booster thingy
something
that's
like
called Nighthawk or something like that. That's like $150. I'm like, no.
No, your router box should just be
No,
working.
you should buy that and give that to me though.
Right.
So that was $55 flat rate a month, no hidden fees, no nothing. We were paying that. And then when we bundled with AT&T, we tried to keep it for like 4 or 5 months, right? Because Joshua was really basking in that 100 down because he was connected to the box. But it got to a point where we couldn't afford it anymore, so we went in and gave back Time Warner or Spectrum. And let me tell you a little bit about them. I've always had no trouble with their customer service, and when I've wanted a cheap rate out of them, I've always been able to go in and negotiate a cheaper rate or call in and go to, not loss prevention, what do they call it? Retention. They call it the retention department, and the minute they feel like you're going to leave them, they try to put you with the retention department so they could sweeten the deal and keep you there. That's why I've stayed with them since 1991 for my cable TV services. So it kind of broke our hearts when we had to go back and take in the box.
If that Wi-Fi had worked, we wouldn't have given it back.
Right.
It would have been perfect.
Right. I probably would have never bundled with AT&T. Now let me tell you about AT&T's bundle. It is very cheap because the DirecTV went from $130 to like $70 odd. The phone line went from $65 to like $19.99, and then the Uverse part of it is like, I want to say $30 or $35. So that's what brings it to the $130, which is amazing. The only thing with AT&T is that they don't offer a whole lot of speeds in my neck of the woods. Where my friend Leah lives, which is like a lane over, she has superb speed.
A stone throw away, literally.
And they explain something about a loop. Like the wire has to loop or something, right?
It's wired stupidly. Apparently there's a loop.
Like she goes directly to the lamppost.
Yeah, she's a straight shot,
And we are on a loop because we're one street over. So it really sucks.
It's one street.
It's one street. And so right now we're paying for 45 down and 5 up. What are we getting?
We're getting 30 down and maybe 1.85 up.
Yeah, 1.85 or 1.89. So let me tell you what that means. When I want to upload one of my vlogs, which is about 22 minutes long, it will take an hour and 20 minutes to upload, versus if we were really getting that 45 down, it should take more like 8 minutes.
No, up is what we care about when you're uploading a thing.
Okay, the up. Yeah. It should take more like 8 minutes. Honestly, if you're right there with the 5 up, it should take like 8 minutes. So you see the big difference? I have to fall asleep and leave the vlogs going. You know, when I wake up in the morning, the computer's on and the vlogs are released so you guys can see.
It's so annoying. No matter what, we can't get that speed because their internet's set up stupidly, and they can't go to 100. I think their cap is 50.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the reason that we decided to stay with AT&T wasn't just because of the bundle, though. It's because even though the speed is a lot slower than Time Warner or Spectrum, it's steady. It's consistent. So all the Wi-Fi, when we're on Wi-Fi, it's pretty much, it's slow. It's slow, but it's stable.
So it can be done. I don't know what Spectrum is doing because it's
not Spectrum, AT&T.
Isn't Spectrum the one we get back?
Oh, the Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm sorry, Josh. I thought he was talking about AT&T, how steady but slow.
I'm talking Spectrum. It's doable. AT&T's routers do it. They do Wi-Fi just fine. So I don't know what's going on with theirs.
I think the way my dad explained it to me, and I might mess it up because my dad used to work for Pacific Bell, which is now AT&T. Yeah. He was one of the first people to install DSL when DSL came out, and then he quit right before Uverse came out when he retired. Yeah. So he said that everybody in this neighborhood, when we have Time Warner or Spectrum, we're working off of the same wire or something. And so when people are home from work and they're actually using the computer, it's like we're on a congested freeway. But when they're gone to work and we're the only ones home, then it's like, oh yeah, we have, we can go fast.
Easy
and that's
commutes.
how it works. It's different than UVerse. And so that's why, we had so much trouble with the Wi-Fi at different times. So of course, when I went in to take it in, they weren't rude, at Spectrum. They're in the mall now, by the way. They have a big flashy store in the mall.
I don't think they get what we were saying. I don't think they got it.
Yeah, they don't understand. It's all young boys like Joshua's age that they don't really know any technology like the way Joshua knows technology. And they're like, but you could buy this one thing that you plug in that will boost. You need to have it in a central location in the house. I'm like, that bedroom right there is the center of the house. That's the center of the house. I said, should walls mess it up? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, no, I can't afford to pay for this anymore because it's not working.
It doesn't work. And they say like bring it in to get another router or modem,
a newer one.
But that's not gonna work because we've had them before, way in the past, and it's done this exact same thing. I don't know what it is about what they're doing, but it's a flaw within their thing for years. It looks like.
So let's summarize what's going on. So I don't think we can bash any of these companies completely.
No, both have their
but
pros
we
and
can't.
minuses.
Give them 100% credit either.
Yes.
So let's start with Time Warner Spectrum. If you are like a single person and you're in a little bachelor's or a one-bedroom apartment and you don't have much need to work off of Wi-Fi, maybe it's just you, your desktop, maybe one laptop and a phone. Superb.
And your Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah, and your Amazon Fire Stick. Superb. Go with Time Warner Spectrum. I like that there's no hidden fees. You get that 100 down and that 5 up for $55. And amazing. Good customer service when you go in it, or polite. Oh, they do this thing now like at the phone company when you go turn in your cell phone and stuff. Where they're like, you have to sign your name in on an iPad when you walk in, and you have to wait, and the name comes up on a board like you're at the doctor's or something, and they call you over and they ask you if you have an appointment to go to the cable company. So we just gotta laugh because we're at the mall, so we're having fun. So I would say, yes, get it if you're in that situation. If you're a big family like mine, where it's 5 of us living here and all of us have different technology thing that we need to use,
Wi-Fi, yes.
Nah, don't get it. Don't get it because you're going to be frustrated. Thank God they don't let you sign any contracts, so that's one good positive thing about them. So their customer service is amazing. The thing that you don't sign a contract, that's pretty cool. And if you have their cable TV, whenever anything goes out, you don't have to pay them to come in and repair it. They'll come in and repair it right away.
If that Wi-Fi worked, we would have kept them because everything is so good. But then that...
So 2 reasons why I'm not going back to their cable TV. 1, I don't want to lose my unlimited data on my cell phones.
Yes.
And 2, it's because they don't have Genie like DirecTV has.
Oh, they don't?
So when you record, like when we record on the Genie, we could go in any room and watch what we recorded, right?
From any
they don't
TV.
have that. So whatever you record on that box, that's what's on that box.
Oh.
So if it's recorded in Joshua's room, you got to go watch it in Joshua's room. So they don't have that capability. They said at one point they did, but they got rid of it. I don't think it worked. So I don't think I would go back to them for TV either.
Yeah.
We have 5 TVs in here, the one in the living room, and we have 4 bedrooms. Once upon a time, we used to have like 7 TVs because we had one in the kitchen, one in the garage. But we got rid of all of those. So
It's still one in the garage, but it's not like that.
I would never say that I wouldn't go back to Time Warner Spectrum because I suppose
I plan to as soon as as soon as I have money.
Yeah, as soon as Joshua has money, he'll put a box in his room and just hardwire it, and he'll be happy and just have that by itself,
100,
right?
100 down.
So as far as AT&T goes, we're with them not because we love them so much, but because they know how to sweeten a deal to keep you there. They really know how to do marketing.
Plus, their entire modem works. The Wi-Fi works.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi works. Slow but steady.
Yeah.
The phone's working, it's decent enough. I mean, I can hear well through it. It's just that when the box goes down, the phone's down, but we have our cell phones. And the DirecTV works fine. The Genie works. Because we have one Genie and 3 other babies to the Genie, that's what I call it. In my room, we have a DVR from DirecTV, and because I came to them through Costco, they actually gave me that for free, and they don't charge me monthly for that. And that's awesome because whatever we tape on the Genie still shows on that, and we don't have to use up all the space here on the Genie.
Yeah,
so,
the problem was if we didn't have that, one TV wouldn't be working right. Like you couldn't.
Yeah,
see
it would be black
it.
screen.
Yeah.
It would be black screen. So Again, if you have a Costco membership, I would try to do everything that I can through Costco, because once these companies know that you came through Costco, they bend over backwards to make sure you're happy, because Costco will boot them out of there just like that. Costco don't play.
And that's good money for them right there. That's good advertising. That's Costco's good real estate for them.
Right.
So they want you to be happy.
So I hope this comparison review helped you guys make your decision as to who to go with. I don't know about any of the other companies that's out there, because we've always only had Time Warner. At first we had Comcast, but they moved back east. And so we've always had Time Warner.
I don't think we have anybody else out here, huh?
They have another one that's only like in Rancho Cucamonga area. I forget the name of it, but it doesn't matter because it's not in our jurisdiction anyways. So these are the two that we decided to compare, because we didn't even have to take notes.
No, we've had them for years. So
we know
it's
the pros and cons.
Yeah.
We really do. So speaking of Costco, one of my next reviews that I'm going to do really, really soon is about the 5 things that I simply must buy from Costco. I'm telling you, when I don't have enough money to go buy the big packages, or my Costco membership is up for renewal, I'm like, it's going to be up for renewal the ending of February. Come on, we have to. I get mad when I can't buy these 5 things at Costco. So that's a video that you'll see populate really, really soon. You're going to keep seeing daily vlogs here at the channel and our reviews. And Joshua's working on his videos that's going to come under Black Cat Zero Media, whatever the name is. You're going to see something with a black cat, you know.
Cat and something will be involved in it.
You'll know it's Joshua's videos, okay? Yes. So thank you for watching. Go ahead, sorry.
Like, since it's a review kind of final thoughts. I missed my 100 down and my 5 up. So I would choose Spectrum. So
alrighty.
We did.
Thumbs up the video. Like, share, follow us on social media, please. I am building out this channel so that I can start doing sponsored videos, because that's another form of income along with the Google AdSense, because you may or may not know that Google keeps pulling the rug out from underneath us, and we cannot depend on them for Google AdSense. So
no, we can't.
I'm submitting for some sponsored videos. Let's see which one comes through, and I will always let you know if it's a sponsored video. I won't play any games.
Oh, no,
right
at the bat, sponsored.
Yeah, so this is not sponsored by anybody.
No.
So
I'd say this one's a draw, right?
yeah, it's a draw. It has good parts and it has bad parts, and it just depends on what your needs are for you to pick which one you're going to go with. For right now, we're going to stick with AT&T because we need our unlimited data on the phone.
Yes.
Because that's how I go live and stuff.
Oh, and that's how you don't get lost outside when you're driving. That's my biggest fear. So GPS on phones, thank you.
Because GPS eats up a lot of your data. Yeah.
And I leave it on the whole way because I'm afraid, so I don't want to get lost.
Bye guys, don't forget to subscribe, turn on that bell so you can know when we upload another video. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Well, follow me because Joshua doesn't have any of that social media. At Bear Pantry Show.
I have a Discord if anybody has a Discord.
What's a Discord?
I just got it yesterday, so I don't even know.
I'm going to go look it up, guys. See, this is my IT guy. I follow what he does. Bye, guys.
Bye.